And I think about the stories, and that might have been how they were referred as we're sitting around the dinner table and, listening to stories of our families. They may never have had their first names used. So, can you share a little bit about that and the DNA and all the things? I'm going to stop asking questions now and let you talk.
It's so true. I mean, I would challenge the listeners to just like pause and think, like literally pause right here, pause and think. If you could name both of your grandmothers, so that's challenge, I guess we could call that like challenge A, and then challenge B is, can you name all four of your great grandmothers? Yes, no. And it's okay, right? Like it's okay, but can you name all four of your great grandmothers? The real challenge is, can you name all eight of your great grandmothers? Like we all, as women, we come from a lineage of women. Everyone was born of a woman. And with that, for me and my particular family, I can name all the way up to my fifth great grandmother. Her name is Charity. She is incredible. She's an absolutely incredible woman who was born enslaved in Oldham County, Kentucky. And these Kentucky stories have continued ever since. And she was feisty. She didn't take nothing from nobody. I like her a lot. And she inspires me because I get to draw strength from her by knowing her name, by knowing a bit about her story and what she did, not just her name and her birth date and her death date. It's more than that. Like I know kind of a little bit about where she lived, how she lived, the work that she did, her children, who became my fourth great grandmother. I get to learn more about her and the strength that was required of her as a woman, a Black woman born enslaved in Kentucky. I got to learn a lot about what she lived through, what she survived, and in her case, thrived through. And so for me, in my modern day life, I find a great sense of strength from her because, believe it or not, and this goes to the DNA question, I find that there is a piece, this little magical piece that's locked into who we are, particularly as women, that comes from our mother and our grandmother and our great grandmother and all the women in our line. And while there is this, I don't know, this squishy, soft, magical bit that we can dive into, that we can pull from, there's also some science behind it as well.